the necessity that this business wants to serve. That's the reason that we're all here. Our aim is to change families' lives in this business. We want to be part of the solution in this country. And so what we did was we created a business very much centered around social entrepreneurship. In other words, that's where community has the opportunity to get involved in business, in true entrepreneurship. We've created a business that allows you to do that, right? And if you're successful at doing it, well, then you get to enjoy many benefits, which we'll go through shortly. But what is our mandate? What are we here to do? What am I going to ask you to do? And what do you expect of me? Our partnership together, the result of the partnership needs to be in creating a greater business. Because if we create a greater business, we can have more social impact. The more social impact we have means that there are more people involved in this business making money for themselves outside of the traditional forms of making income, which is typically salary. And you here because your salary is not doing the job you want it to do, right? And so our business has got a lot of relevance, especially in today's context. And so if you're able to go out and create what we call a channel of distribution for yourself, if you're able to go out and connect other people to this business successfully, you will create for yourself what we call a channel of distribution, and a channel of distribution is where the wealth lies here at DuePoint, right? And so if you're able to create that channel of distribution, you get to share in all these benefits that we extend to what we call our wealth engineers in this business. Number one, you get to create additional income for yourself, and the income is not normal income. It's not like salary income. Salary income is fraught with risk. Why? Because it's linked to your activity. If you don't work, you don't earn an income. And there are all these things that threaten our ability to work, which are outside of our control, like retrenchment, like retirement, like getting sick, like being told, oh, you're not educated enough, you're not experienced enough, right? These threaten our ability to create traditional forms of income. Here at DuePoint, we free you of that constraint. Because anyone can do this business, and if anyone can do this business, they can create a channel. If they can create a channel, we give them recurring income. We give you almost a royalty of the business that you form here at DuePoint. It is not activity-based income. It's not commission. It's not sales. It's not a salary. You're building an asset for yourself in this business that pays you whether you're working or not. It's almost like having a house. Who would love to own a second property? A second property. Your first property doesn't do anything for you. Your first property is a cost to you. But your second property is seen as an asset because you can rent it out. You don't have to run and do the gardening and clean the house. You can outsource all of that, and that property can produce income. It's the same at DuePoint. Your channel of distribution is this asset that forms income. And so if you don't do anything next week or next month or next year for DuePoint, we'll still pay you every single month. That is why recurring income is special. There aren't other businesses that do this. There are many other businesses that talk about passive income and annuity income. They're not, because insurance companies are one of the few businesses that create true annuity income, because we've got a real asset base, right, of people in this business. Whether we are working or not, we can close our doors next month. We'll still make income. That's because we create recurring income based on an asset. The power duplication, we allow you to go out and build a team around you. A team can help you build your channel of distribution much faster. Your income can grow, therefore, much faster. Your channel of distribution can become greater much faster if you've got an effective team working with you. And then we've invested heavily in technology to make this business flexible. Because I trust most of us are working, most of us have got all these other commitments, and so we've built a business that you can do any time of the day from your mobile phone. Doesn't matter where you are in the country. Doesn't matter where you are in the country. We're all privileged. We're all sitting in a CBD with Wi-Fi and fiber and all of that. But people out in rural areas, as long as they've got some internet, they can still do this business. They can still connect people. They can still create income for themselves, right? Our business is very much about wealth creation, but at the same time, wealth protection. We want the ability for you to protect the asset that you've built, right? As well as your livelihood. Maybe not for your sake, maybe for your family's sake at least. And so you'll see that reflected in our products. Our products speak to wealth protection, protecting what we've created. And then we have a free legal access service for everybody. Who would love to have a lawyer at their disposal any time of the day? 2 o'clock in the morning when you've been pulled over and you need to find a lawyer. We've got that access absolutely for free for any active wealth engineer in our business, right? That comes absolutely free. And then the business has been designed to be low risk. So when I say to you, I would like you to consider partnering with us in this business, you've already tried to figure out, what do they want from me? What's the catch in this business? Well, the catch is extremely low risk because we've got products which are priced at face value. That means our products that we ask you to consider are priced at the same price anywhere else in the country from any other service or supplier, right? But at the same time, you get the ability to build a business that can create income for you. The other companies in the country, investment, insurance, don't offer that ability, right? And so the opportunity is low risk. There's no starter fees here. There's no registration kit. We're not going to ask you to invest 20,000 Rand. That's not guaranteed. There's none of that here. We've designed the business to have very little risk so that we can create social impact for even the people that don't become successful at DuePoint. I can't say to people, I want to create social impact, and then 50% of the people come in, I say to them, you've got to pay 5,000 Rand to join, and then they never see that money again because, well, maybe they were lazy or they didn't do the system. They've still lost 5,000 Rand. Here, even the people that don't build still don't lose. And so you're free to consider doing this business because there's no risk. There should be no fear in your heart when you consider doing DuePoint. I want you to feel liberated when you join DuePoint. Should be no fear at all. And then at the same time, we don't have qualification and experience requirements. You get to build something. Your channel of distribution is treated as an asset that you have ownership over. So you own your channel of distribution. You have legal tender over your channel of distribution. So if you've got a channel of distribution, let's say you've built it over 5 years, and you decide you're moving out the country, and you want to sell your channel of distribution, you can sell it. It's producing 5, 10, 20, 30,000 Rand a month. That is value. That asset, right? Because it's creating recurring income. You can sell it. Assets don't retrench you. Assets don't retire you. When you get to 60, 65, DuePoint's going to carry on paying you. Your boss is going to buy you a cake and say cheers, along with your income. And how many people have secured retirements that they're looking forward to? Who can say today, oh, my retirement's looking great. I can't wait to turn 65. I can't wait for my boss to tell me, no, I must go because I'm going to retire down by the sea. A little house on the beach, I've got enough money for that. I've got enough money for the next 30 years in my retirement. There's about 2% of our population that can say that. 98% of us, the rest of us, can't afford retirement. That's a statistical fact at the moment, right? That should terrify you. Because when you're 65 and you get put out to pasture, you've got to go look for a job again. You've got to say to your kids, I need support. Or you've got to downgrade your lifestyle so much when you turn 65 that you lose your dignity. This asset that pays you every single month will not disappear. At 65, it's going to pay you through your 70s, through your 80s, through your 90s. Maybe even when you turn 100, we'll still be paying you. And when you die, we are still going to pay. Because your asset, you're going to seed that in your will to your beneficiaries. You're going to pass it on to your children or your grandchildren or to your spouse. That wealth, that lifetime of effort in building something you own doesn't disappear into thin air. You get to create legacy in your lifetime. I'm hoping people will look at that and go, okay, I can commit to this business in the long term. For the next 20 years, I'm going to build my DuePoint channel because it's going to live for generations, the effort that I put into this business. And then finally, there's absolutely no selling involved. We don't ask you to sell. You've been excluded from that. Actually, in your T's and C's, you're not allowed to sell our products. Only I'm allowed to talk about our products. But what you're going to do is go out and tell people about the opportunity. That's what people need, right? The opportunity. Everyone needs money in this country. And so you're going to purely just connect people to the business. Say, have you heard of DuePoint? Come look at this business. You don't have to convince them to join. That's my job. You only have to get them to sit down for 30 minutes to watch this presentation. That's all you have to do. Just say, look at it. There's no pressure to join. I'm not trying to convince you. Just come look at the business, see what you think. Right? And if you can do that, statistically, people will join. At the same time, the products that we have are investment. They're typically financial products, investment, insurance, funeral cover. We'll go through them shortly. They're all intangible products. Who's been involved in products that have got boxes? You've got boxes at home, boxes in your boot, carrying around samples, expiry dates, smells coming from the products. Some you like, some you don't like. We don't have to worry about that anymore. You don't have to worry about products ever again. We take care of all of that in systems, in the cloud. IT systems take care of the product and distribution automatically. You never have to bat an eyelid about product again. Right? And so we make the business very convenient. But your success is very much dependent on your ability to build a channel of distribution. It begins with you. You have to make the commitment. One, to join our business, to look at taking out one of our products, and most importantly, to connect people. That is where the wealth lies. Right? The wealth lies in being able to tell other people about the business. If you tell them, people will join. In this little example, we've got 5 people that have joined your channel. Those 5 people are going to go out and connect other people. Why? Because they joined for the same reason that you did. And so you have this organic growth, this natural growth that takes place in your channel, whether you like it or not. We've got standing jokes of people who have joined DuePoint, started building channels, and then left. Their channels are still growing. Their channels are still growing. They don't even know it, right? They didn't pay attention when I told them about this slide. And so this is what your channel could look like after a certain amount of time. Every single dot represents a product owner in your business that's affording you a monthly income. If you don't do anything, this is still going to be around next month. If you don't do anything, this is still going to be around next year. This is the asset that will go beyond your life, right? And so this is what you need to build. This is where the wealth lies. How do we pay our wealth engineers every single month? It's based on our returns program. So our returns program is the money we pay our wealth engineers typically on the 17th of every month. There's a lovely little SMS you get from the bank saying your account has been credited by DuePoint. This is how we pay. Anyone you introduce falls on what we call your first point. On your first point, you get paid 55 Rand for every product every month going forward, right? Every month, recurring income. So if you go connect 10 people this month, you'll be earning 550 Rand every single month. 6,000 Rand a year. Those people go out and connect other people. Those people lie on your second point. Again, you get paid 55 Rand on your second point. Those people go out and connect other people. Those people lie on your third point. Right? On your third point, you get paid the 27 Rand 50. And then the further the product goes away from you, the less you earn, but that multiplier drops steadily all the way out to the 8th point, right? If you've got a business with 8 points, that's fairly large. You can do that in about a year if you're very active. But we don't stop you at point 8. You can carry on building your channel. Beyond point 8, we will pay you beyond point 8. So think about this. We don't place any limitation on how big your channel can get at DuePoint. We don't say, oh no, 8 points, we're only going to pay you up to 8 points. We will pay you in theory up to infinity. Are you going to be here for 1 year, or are you going to be here for 20 years? How big a channel can you build in 20 years, knowing that DuePoint will pay you to infinity? There is no limitation placed on how much money you can earn at DuePoint. There is no limitation placed on the size of stake that you can build for yourself in this insurance company. Who would love to be a shareholder of one of the biggest insurance companies in the country? Those people are billionaires. They're billionaires. That is what we're offering. You might not believe me, but we will talk in 20 years' time. And you'll either be part of the story or you'll be hoping that you were part of it. Right? We have long-term vision. You can believe me or not. This is a decision you have to make. I can't force you to believe me. I have to convince you that this is worth trying. Right? I think it's worth trying. Right? Even for the first, you just say I'm going to try it for 1 month. See how it goes. I guarantee you, if you put effort in 1 month, you'll be earning money by the end of this month. I guarantee it. Right? And then hopefully you just take it from there. The path to success will show you how much money you can earn over the next 5 years. If you're able to put 2 people into your business every single month, only 2, right? Only 2 people a month, right? With some duplication, and we've got people that don't pay and people that cancel. This is still how much you can earn if you connect 2 new people onto your first point every single month. After 6 months, you'll be at 2,500 Rand a month. Now, I've always wondered, do people think that's a lot of money or is that a little bit of money? 6 months of work to get to 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year, by the way, right? But it starts off slowly. I think it's slow. 2,500 Rand. At month 12, you'll be close to 9,000 a month. Who would like to be earning 9,000 Rand a month by December this year? Right? You've got 11 months to do it in. After 2 years, 24 months, you could be close to 30,000 Rand. After 3 years in the business, close to 50,000 Rand a month. After 4 years in the business, you'll be close to about 70,000 Rand. And then after 5 years in the business, close to 84,000 Rand a month, which is about 1 million Rand a year in recurring income. Recurring income. And you can carry on building beyond that point. It can get bigger and bigger. We've got 54 million people in this country. We've got 1 million kids coming out of school every year in this country. We will never run out of people, right? So that gives you an idea of building over time in this business. We do 5 years because we want people to look at this business and not make 1 month commitments, go, let me try this for 5 years. I've done my homework. I can trust the business. It's working for other people. Let me do it for 5 years and see where I can get. And we've got people doing that. Peter and Rena, they've been in the business since inception, so since February 2016. And they have an interesting story. So you can go listen to their story on YouTube, because we've interviewed them and they told us what has happened over the last 3.5 years. And so Peter joined initially, Rena didn't. Rena was like, nah, I'm not interested. So Peter said, no, this looks good, let me try. And he started and he did the business for a few months and he got it up to a good amount. I think he was earning about 2,000-3,000 Rand a month. And then he stopped doing business altogether for some strange reasons. You can go listen to the video, right? Stopped it altogether. They had that money in lump sum. They went on a luxury cruise together with DuePoint money in the first year. And then we didn't see him for 2 years. They disappeared. In those 2 years, do you think we paid them every single month while they were doing nothing? We did pay them. We paid them every single month while they did nothing. Why? Because this is not a job. They built an asset, and that asset is what's paid them out every single month, whether they work or not. And then at the beginning of last year, they got involved again, right? So here's some numbers. Their channel value in December was close to 8,000 Rand a month. That figure quadrupled in 9 months. In 9 months, their income at DuePoint quadrupled. It went up 400%. Go ask your boss for a 400% increase on Monday. See what he says or she says. It's a joke, right? The circumstance we're in now, we get excited if the boss says, even we're getting a raise. And then it's probably 3%, 5% if we're lucky. Inflation is higher than that. That's why we are all in these tight positions. That's why we're all worrying about the end of the month. Because groceries, fuel, electricity, everything is getting more expensive at a faster rate than what our salaries are keeping up. And so we're falling behind. We've got this gap that's created. And that's why I say this business serves necessity. So you can see the work they did. They only introduced 33 people in their business. They connected 33 people in their business. Those 33 people went and found another 300 for them. And that 335 is what's giving them 8,000 Rand a month. Then we've got Philip Fourie. He's a newcomer. He joined the business, I think it was February last year. So this is December's data. And he did it from a farm outside George. On a farm outside George. Didn't see any other people, only got horses. On his own. But he did everything online, from his phone, from the technology that we afford him. His channel value in December is close, just over 20,000 a month. He did that in 9 months. In 9 months. That's why I say, you can choose whatever you want in this business. It's not like a salary where it's fixed and you get told, oh, this is your education. Oh, this is your experience. That's how much you're going to earn for the rest of your life. Maybe it'll go up a little bit, but that's what you get. That's what you get. That's what we're told. Here at DuePoint, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your education is, what your experience is, where you live, what color you are. You can have what you want. I don't make the decision. You make the decision. And that's difficult for some people. Because that accountability now falls on your shoulders. The only person you can blame is the one looking back at you in the mirror. We know who works in businesses where you know there's some people in the office that are just lazy. It's all 30% of the companies keep holding up the business. The other 70% don't really work. That's true in business, right? But in this business, you can't get away from it. You can't get away with that because the results speak to the effort you put in. That's a wonderful thing for the people that want that. That is liberating because now you're telling me the effort I put in, I will be rewarded for it. Because in our day jobs, if we work hard over a month, the boss doesn't go, oh, you worked hard this month. I'm going to give you an extra 15% this month. We don't get to experience that, right? We don't get to enjoy the upside of business. Here at DuePoint, you get to enjoy that upside. So look at Philip's business. He put in 100 people, not 2 a month, 100 in 9 months. Those 100 went out and found another 500 people. That's why he's earning over 20,000 Rand a month in this business. You can do it as fast as you want. It is up to you. We've got thousands of people joining the business every single month. Everybody is different. Everyone's different. The beauty of this business is the people that fail in this business. We've got lots of people that fail at DuePoint. But they're not losing anything. They're not losing a 5,000 Rand investment. They didn't go buy 5,000 Rands worth of products and samples. There's no downside in this business, right? And so you're at liberty to try it, to take a chance here at DuePoint, see what it can do for you. We've got a rewards program on top of the returns program, so we've got extra rewards waiting for you. When your channel gets to certain sizes, there are these extra things waiting for you, right? So these rewards take all kinds of shapes and forms. Some tools, some cash checks, holidays, cars, there's all kinds of things waiting for you in addition to what we pay you every single month. One of the first ones is the Rank 5 Business Toolkit. This is just business merchandise that we give you for free. At Rank 7, we give you very special business cards. They cost us 17,000 Rand for one set of business cards. They are extremely luxurious business cards, right? So that when you sit down with someone, they can already see just from your business card that you're not one of those other businesses. You set yourself apart. Everything that DuePoint does will set you apart from the competition. No one can stand up against DuePoint. I'm telling you that right now with all confidence. At rank 9, right? At rank 9, you need 1,000 products in your channel. Once you have 1,000 products in your qualified channel, you will hit rank 9. And when you hit rank 9, you're going to get a special invitation that says we invite you and your family to our rank 9 international conference in December. It's an all expenses paid trip. It's 7 days away. We fly business class. And you get to do it every single year for the rest of your life. Think about that. Our rank 9s have just come back from their fourth, some of them, their 4th trip with us. If anyone asks you, does DuePoint work? Is it legitimate? Go look at the videos of the rank 9s that have come on holiday over and over and over again. Since the first year we've been away, right? Every single year, without fail. So take a look. Here's the video that is highlights from all 3 years. And I want you to imagine yourselves there with your families and what that actually means to you. Well, what do you think? You want to be there? Or did it just make you jealous and angry? I can imagine it making you jealous. But that's the beauty. So our rank 9s that you see there that have gone on every single trip are now building towards rank 10, rank 11, knowing that every December they're taking their family on this trip. They don't have to worry about it. They know every December they're going overseas with their family, with all those little kids. 2 ranks later, rank 11. This is what happens at rank 11. We spend R250,000, we buy you a brand new car. Cash. It's in your name. It's your car. And no T's and C's. It's no give the car back because you're not working. The car is yours. You get to take that car home, park it in your garage. There's no debit order at the end of the month. And this has just happened for Lynette and Fricky. Look at them standing next to their brand new car. In December, they picked that car up at the dealership. And so on Saturday, right, next Saturday, on the 18th, we're going to do their handover here in the parking lot. With an audience, with fanfare, with a car, with a big golden ribbon on it. And they're going to enjoy the celebration of all their peers around them saying, well done. And this is for every single one of you. It can take you 2 years to get this car. You can do it sooner if you want. Or you can take 10 years to do it. Right? We don't reset you. If you keep building little bit, you will get to these things. But if you give up, you'll never get to those things. So that's a sneak peek into our rewards program. We had rank 11. We go up to rank 28. 28! This is the cheap car. That was the cheap holiday that you saw. We have way more planned for you. I'm trying to open up your mind to the possibility in this business. Because we don't believe it for ourselves. We don't believe it for yourself. You still don't believe it. Right? But I don't need you to believe it immediately. I need you just to put in effort in the first month and go, yes, I can do this. DuePoint is paying me already. I just need to do this 1 month. I need to do it 1,000 times. And you'll get there. It's the same little simple action of telling people about the business that you just have to do over and over and over again. Our products, as I said, are designed with wealth protection in mind and wealth creation. We've got investment, insurance products. We're going to go through these products. You're free to consider any one of these products. And as I said, they are priced at face value, right? If you go look at our products, they're innovated. So you might struggle to find products that offer the same benefit that what other companies do, but they are priced at face value. That's why I say there's no risk in this business, because you are being asked to buy a product that will cost you the same or even cheaper wherever you go, right? So take a look. We've got Access Wealth. It's an investment product. 324 Rand a month. 100 Rand gets invested into a tax-free investment fund in your name that you've got full access to, and you get insurance with this product. So you get 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident death cover, including the investment product. Right? So it's 2 products rolled into one. Access Wealth, that's our first product. All our products are designed without discrimination. What does that mean? It means that whatever your health status is, right? Whatever your age is, the price is the same for all of us. The price is the same for all of us. A 60-year-old man with a heart condition can walk in here at DuePoint, say, I want to join, and we'll say it is $324. That opens the business to everybody, right? If we had to risk your health into our products, then that same man would come in and say, I want the insurance policy. Well, for you, you're old and the heart looks like it's going to give up. For you, it's 1,500 Rand a month. We don't do that. We've built our products without discrimination, right? Same with WealthGuard. WealthGuard is only insurance, 249 Rand a month. Gives you 1 million Rands worth of personal accident death cover. Right? As long as you're over the age of 18. You can take out any one of these products. Family Wealth is funeral cover. Starts at 299 Rand a month. The 299 gives you 20,000 Rands worth of funeral cover. It covers up to additional 5 family members. It also gives you 10,000 Rands worth of debt protection upon your death as a principal member. You can increase your cover to 30,000 a month, as well as up to 10 family members. I know some people got big families, right? Like my father, he's got more brothers. I can't even count all the brothers he's got. Poor family. The mother couldn't have a daughter. She had the daughter, the last one. The last one was a daughter. Then she gave up. Right? So I know some of the big families there. You can do 10 family members. And And this funeral cover product is probably one of the best in the country because we look at comparisons with other companies all the time. This is probably the best funeral cover you will find in the country at the moment. Why? Because we've removed the discrimination. There it says, no excluded pre-existing conditions. It doesn't matter what the health status is of you or your family members, we will cover everyone. The age limit on this is 70. This is the only product with an age limit. 70. If you can get in before 70, we will cover you for the rest of your life. If you join when you're 69, we will cover you till you're 120, right? It becomes a whole of life product. And then finally, not finally, we've got Legal Guard. Legal Guard is legal indemnity. It's going to cost you 249 Rand a month. And this covers you for legal expenses up to R250,000 Rand. Hopefully none of us have been in that position. But now you're thinking, who can I sue? We also give you legal services, absolutely free of cost, to the point where people will go with you to CCMA matters. They'll help you with divorce matters, drafting contracts. Most used service with this product is landlord issues that we have, right? They will help you with all of that, drawing up contracts, dealing with tenants, all that type of thing. So this is Legal Guard, and then we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points is not really a financial product, but it's financially natured. It's going to cost you 299 Rand a month, and you get to enjoy the discounts that we've negotiated with the list of suppliers that you see over there. So you see all those suppliers, we've got discounts and services from each one of those suppliers in the hope that you will be able to save a little money every single month. If you can lower your monthly expenditure, then inflation won't be hurting you as much. You can get rid of your debt sooner. You can become wealthier quickly, right? And that happens through Wealth Points. All those products, we've got information on each one of these products online, and there's an in-depth video review for each one of these products. So go watch that so that you know your product intently. There's many financial businesses that like you not knowing too much about the product, so that when you claim, they go, did you not read this? We want you to know everything about the products, right? So we've got full transparency with regards to the reviews around those products, and they're not complicated products. They've been designed to be very straightforward. Achiever Quest is for people that want to make money quickly. So you're thinking, Rob said 6 months to get to 2,500 Rand. But we all know we're all going to suffer this month, right? This is January. The debt collectors call February and March debt collection months. They call them debt hangover months, because we all default on payments in January, and then the debt collectors start calling in February and March, right? What a terrible circumstance we find ourselves in. And so the Achiever Quest allows you to make money quickly, big money quickly, right? But you have to do the work. So it requires you to do 10 or more connections, successful sign-ups in a single month. So if you can connect 10 brand new wealth engineers in the same month, so you connect them, they pay successfully in the same month, we will give you an extra 5,000 Rand on top of your return. If you can do 20 people, we'll give you 10,000 Rand. If you do 30 people, we will give you 15,000 on top of your return. That means if you connect 30 people this month, 15,000 plus 1,650 for the return. That means you'll be earning 16,500 Rand in your first month at DuePoint. No one's ever done that yet. Some people have tried. Maybe you'll be the first, but you've got to want it, right? A little bit of background on our business, because I want you not to leave this office with any skepticism. I'm fine with you arriving with skepticism. And maybe you can leave with a little bit of skepticism, but you need to answer that skepticism. How do we answer skepticism? Skepticism is all about lack of knowledge, right? You're not sure. I don't know, I've never heard of this company. How can I trust this guy on the stage? He looks a bit sketchy, right? Can I go check his Facebook profile? I want you to do that. So know that DuePoint is a division of a registered insurance company, and not just any insurance company, old insurance company. We've been around since 1952. And so you can go look at a 70-year track record of our business and go, is there anything I should be worried about in this business's 70-year history in this country? Right? Go to the FSB, the FSCA's website. Go type in Constantia. You'll see all the financial licenses that we have. There's the license number, the FSP number that we operate under for our insurance license. We are part of a listed company. So we listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange under a group called Conduit Capital. You can go check them out, see if there's anything you should be worried about there. And we're one of the few businesses that is still investing heavily in South Africa. Why? Because we have a long-term vision for what we want to achieve in this country. We want to be part of the solution. And I'm asking you to come partner and help us with that. All right? So go do your homework. Go do all the checking so that you can go, I can join this company, and tell other people about it in faith that it's a good company to partner with. I want you to do that because you can. And so the decision is not whether you want to join. My decision, I'm hoping that you come to today, is how can I fit DuePoint into my life going forward? Because I want you to do this business every day. For both our sakes, right? I want your family's life to be transformed by this business. And I want you to help other people do it. Getting started, very simple. 4 steps. Register as a wealth engineer. The person hosting you can help you do that. Pay attention because you're going to be doing that for other people. Download the DuePoint app. We've got free Wi-Fi in the building. Download the app for yourself. This is your primary tool to building your channel of distribution. Go watch the training videos. We've got a plethora of training videos that covers all kinds of things, from the system here at DuePoint to just creating wealth, to assets in South Africa, to investments in South Africa. So you start to increase your knowledge about wealth creation as a whole, not just doing DuePoint, right? So go watch those training videos. You want to become an expert in this business. And then if you want to start earning, and I assume you want to start earning because that's why you all said, I'm here for the money, right? You're here for the money. And to earn the money, you need to start by connecting 3 people. That's when we start paying you. Not for 1, not for 2, for 3. And those 3 have to pay successfully in the same month. So if you can get 3 in January and they all pay successfully, DuePoint will pay you 165 Rand at the end, in the middle of February. You will get that magic SMS that says, we've credited your bank account. Or go do 30 this month. Right? But it starts at 3, so remember that. Social media platforms that are available on, go like us, go join us, go follow us on those platforms, because that's where we get to engage with you every single day. You get to immerse yourself in this community. This is a community that is building wealth together. We're not in competition with each other, by the way. We all get to work together. I know at work you're eyeing the other people that are also looking for promotions. Right? We don't have competition in this business. It's a wonderful environment to actually work in. The app is available for Android and Apple devices. We've got an online store that allows you to buy merchandise. Go invest in yourself in this business. Any person that is involved in sales appreciates that fact, that they have to look legitimate when they go see people, because people will make a judgment call about you very quickly. The way you dress, the way you speak to them, the way you treat them, whether you look professional, whether you look yourself invested in the business you are trying to be a proponent of, right? Merchandise helps paint that picture of trust for the person that you're connecting. So do that. It is not a profit center for us, by the way. It is stuff that is deemed necessary to do business. Business cards, at least. Go order business cards, right? There's some of the merchandise available. The USB sticks are on discount at the moment. Right? So go look at that on the online store. And with that, I wish everybody, it is a good time of the year. Even though you might be stressing about finances, like many of us, it is a good time of the year because now you get to feel like you're starting afresh. How many of us want 2020 to be a good year for us? We desperately want that, right? I hear Brendan using the term, 2020, the year of plenty. But you can only do that for yourself. No one's going to do it for you. The economy is not going to change, right? When you go listen to economists, they talk about the economy is going to change maybe over the next 10, 20 years if government make good decisions. I can't wait that long. I'll be 60, 63 by that time, right? I need to make it happen this year. And we make it happen this year with a business that allows us to make it happen without any risk. And so my dearest wish for you is that you find prosperity this year. Whether you choose DuePoint or not, I wish you find prosperity this year. Good luck. Thank you.